Lex. I'm picking up something.
Does that asteroid look unusual to you?
I got the alert. What's up?
Initial reports are some kind of creature.
If anyone's watching this, send help! This monster's killing everyone!
So the Death of Superman is about this giant big monster called Doomsday crashes to Earth, and he's just nothing but this giant big killing machine, and the Justice League are trying their hardest to stop him, but the only one person who can stop Doomsday, and that's Superman. And Superman wins, he fights, but it comes with a cost, and that is his life. And here's the thing, like, this is a adaptation of a really massive event. Like, this was big when it came out in '92. You know, because everybody thought, like, you can't kill Superman, you can't kill Superman. You can't, you just can't. You just can't kill off Superman. But they did, and because of it, it was on the news, it had a cover of Newsweek, it had a video games attached to it that we've seen other versions of this story in other medias. I mean, like Batman v Superman, the first DC animated movie in this animated line was a very loose adaptation of the Death of Superman called Superman Doomsday. Like, this has been kind of being milked to as it can. So a lot of people be like, oh my god, here's another one. And this one's probably the most faithful out of the bunch, because here's the thing. The comic book itself, it's not that good. I mean, the fight itself is really good with, you know, Justice League and Superman fighting Doomsday. It's great, it's cool. But all of the character building, all the stuff in there, it doesn't really work. It's kind of sloppy. It kind of felt like they had like 5 months to figure everything out, as they did. The movie, they kind of fixed that a little bit, because they kind of make us feel for Metropolis in a way. Even though I do think it kind of got hand in hand a little bit. But this kind of version of Metropolis kind of takes Superman for granted. Like, hey, there's a wobbly in place. Don't worry, Superman's going to take care of it. Oh, there's a giant alien invasion. Don't worry, Superman's going to take care of it. Oh, a spaceship is about to crash into orbit. Oh, don't worry, Superman's going to take care of it. Like, people take care of that for granted, to the point that, you know, when he goes away, they kind of have this, like, they kind of shake up and kind of have this, like, what do we do kind of scenario. I mean, we have this one character, escaping the character's name, but you have this one character who's nothing but this massive fan. Like, this massive fan of Superman who's like, Superman all the time. And it's that kind of lovely thing. Even though I do think they kind of, in the first 10 minutes, really handed it down. I'm like, get it, the Metropolis loves Superman, I get it. But then you fall into the relationships, what he has with the League, you know, like the whole thing, like the first 40 minutes that isn't related to Doomsday, it's pretty much all about Lois. His relationship with Lois, how he feels about Lois, all that kind of stuff. And, you know, he's basically afraid of bringing Lois fully into his world. He shares the Clark Kent side of things, but not the Superman side of things. And there's so many great scenes around it. Like, he asks his Flash, like, Barry, have you told Iris that, you're, you know, the Flash? And he's like, yeah, why? Haven't you told Lois? It's like, no, really. Like, but are you afraid to bring that part of the world, like the inside, the danger of it? And he's like, yeah, but that's what it's all about, really. So it's you have that sense of feeling, what the sense, and also it kind of makes Superman human. Like, it is that whole thing of like, yeah, he's an alien, he's from Krypton, you know, done this, but he, in the end of the day, it's just a guy from Kansas. So you kind of have him having that fear of bringing someone in his world, and you feel that kind of the struggle that Lois is having, because Lois kind of has this struggle of like I want to be in your world, Clark, but it feels like there's something you're not telling me, and it's just there. I love all the human relationship stuff in this movie, and there's humor in this. I mean, there's humor with Flash. I mean, they make fun of Batman being a parent, I mean, the idea of Batman going to a parents-teacher like conference is kind of a little bit hilarious. Comes to the death, like the title itself, the big battle between Doomsday, the Justice League, and soon later just Doomsday and versus Superman. It's really good. It's probably the best action I've seen in these animated movies for for a while, maybe since I don't know Dark Knight Returns, maybe, because when it's just the Justice League fighting Doomsday, you have this sense of power that Doomsday has. Like, he's kind of like the Hulk a little bit, like the angrier he gets, the stronger he gets, right? And it's just every punch, you feel every punch with every League member. And when it comes to the big fight between Superman and Doomsday, that just goes like for 20 minutes, or feels like 20 minutes, you feel every punch, you feel every intensity. Every time Doomsday punches, the living grabs Superman by the throat and just like smacks him down on the ground like 7 billion times. You just like, I won't lie, I teared up at the end. And I always felt like, oh no, this is it. This is it. This is when they gotta kick him off and all that. And it's like, I felt the intensity, and I felt what maybe Metropolis and the world was feeling, what the League was feeling, what Lois was feeling, and that. And this, like, this being in a way part 1, because there's a sequel coming out next year called The Way in the Superman, which is pretty much the aftermath. They do a little bit of sequel hinting as like introducing certain characters that will play later roles in The Way of the Superman, and that, and that's fine. I you know, knowing what's going to happen, cool, great, all great. But the only criticism I have, the only other criticism I have, is the voice of Lex. He doesn't have that gravitas that I feel Lex needs, and you know, it's kind of, I get it, trying to have that, oh, you know, let's cover every relationship that, you know, Superman has, and it doesn't really work for me personally. You know, it could have worked for you, and that's great, but it doesn't have that gravitas. But yeah, this is probably the best, like, out of the New 52, like, post Flashpoint, and we take like Killing Joke and God of the Monsters and Harley Quinn and Doc Bagas, like, you know, if we take those films out of the list, this is probably the best out of the bunch.
We need you, Clark.
Don't hold back, or he'll kill everyone.
I don't know where you came from, but I'm sending you back.
You can't go back after that thing. It's suicide.
I have to get back to work. This city needs me.